Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Caesar. Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome back to City Skylines 2, where we're building, of course, Hidden County. Now, I wanted to start by naming our farm town over here, and I saw a great suggestion in the comments. Thank you very much, by the way. And they said to name it like Township of New Hampshire, for example, because, well, it kind of looks like New Hampshire. And I thought that was a really good idea, and it's creative, and I like it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So how do we do this again? District creation tool. And I think they made this stuff really easy to do, if I remember. Yeah, you just okay. And the reason I haven't touched this tool is because I don't know. I've never gotten into the whole separating things out type of thing. You know what I mean? Which this time around I want to do because I want to build different towns and even maybe different cities. I think it's gonna be like one main city and then a couple different towns and things like that. But it's kind of what I wanted to do, at least for here to get this started. So we're going to call this the town of New Hampshire, or the town of Hampshire, or something like that. I think the town of Hampshire sounds really good. And I still don't have a name for our main city over here, which is where we're going to be working on today, by the way. So if you have a name for this as we go, drop it in the comments. I'd love to take a look at a few of those, and hopefully we can come to something that kind of makes sense. Now, I want to start by, well, I guess going over by what I kind of changed. I changed a little bit of our infrastructure here. I went with this. Now, I pretty much decided to put a roundabout here. This will make the transition between the highway, these two double roads here, and then just going into a 4-lane road. And then I wanted to split off traffic since we're going to be going off in 2 different directions today. And I felt like this right here just kind of made a little bit of sense. So far, it's been really good for traffic. It keeps traffic flowing for the most part. And I think it's going to be just a very good thing to have here. And yeah, that's kind of why I did that. So I want to start it off today, right? Well, I guess I should finish. I also finished off this little bit of office space here, finished some trees in there, and I think that looks really fantastic. I really like the forest vibe that we're giving everything. I think this looks really cool. Now, our industry here, I want to move our industry. I feel like this is valuable space that really could be used for another expansion to the city and maybe another massive housing zone, and I think that's kind of what I want to do today. So we're going to move our industrial zone today, and we're going to start by kind of focusing over here, and here's where it's going to move to. And the reason I want to do this is, well, there's train tracks over here. These train tracks are going to make it easier to connect everything up in the future and get kind of cargo rail going through here, and that's something I want to, keep open as we go through this, and that way we don't have to struggle down the road or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this track back. There's really no need for it to be here anyway while it's not being used. And, sooner than later, we're going to start working on trains and things like that. So I want to get this kind of basic road infrastructure set up so we're prepared for it. And I think the way we're going to do this is just by using our existing road here, of course. Oh, I also switched up these roads to have the... What's this called? I don't even know what it's called. I guess the divider in the middle, right? And I changed that up to that, and I think it just looks a little bit better because I also wanted to go through and just put a little bit of grass down the middle, and I think it just looks really nice like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the trees down the middle, but at least the grass patch down the middle I think looks really, really good. How complicated is this going to be to just do real quick? There we go. Now, can we put grass down down on this bridge? We can't. All right, that's fair enough. We'll just stop right there since that's where that road goes to. And then we'll just follow this road here. And I think if we just click and then go to the very end of this, it'll just do all of it for us. Yep, there it goes. That's fantastic. I think we will add the trees. I think it'll look a little bit better. Yeah, we'll add the trees. Just like that. Perfect. And then we'll take care of these real quick. Gonna take 2 seconds to do this stuff, so I'm not really worried about doing no time lapse or nothing. While you finish up here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and maybe leave a comment down below, help with the engagement stuff of YouTube. That'd be really great. So I appreciate that. I think we're gonna just grab a medium road. Okay. And well, I guess we're gonna upgrade this first to get the divider in there, and then we'll go back to the road building. But we kind of have to bring this road off in this direction. Now, I think eventually it'll make a connection over here or something, and that'll be a secondary connection into this area, right? Maybe bring the highway this way, do a bit of an interchange and maybe continue the highway off this way or something. So something we're gonna have to kind of see as we go. But I want to, keep our options open for when we get to that point. Now, I want to leave space for a bit of a train station, right? And it's going to be a cargo station, obviously, because we're going to have a lot of our industry here, so having a cargo station here kind of makes sense. It would also not hurt if we had a bit of like a passenger rail, maybe here. If we have a passenger rail station here on this side, like right there, for example, we could easily put a pedestrian bridge going across with a path and it'll just connect to it. So anybody in this area can just take the train, hop on it, and go. And I think that'd be a really good thing to do too. So it's something we can keep in mind, right? For now, I'm just going to start with roads, and we're going to just line this stuff up. So we have some train tracks here, so I want to use this as kind of like a bit of infrastructure to kind of line things up. I want to leave space right on the train station side, which is right here to my left. And that's going to be kind of our guide here for how far over we could go. So I want to leave that space for when we get to the trains and things like that. I think if we go with something like this, right, I think that's going to be fine. And then this thing can just, honestly, it's a simple curve into there. Oh, that's okay. Probably not with that bridge. I definitely don't want that bridge popping up there. Oh, there's definitely some tough terrain stuff here to kind of manage. I just realized this. That's some very tough terrain. I think it's still doable, though. This should be doable. Shouldn't be too complicated to pull this off. Can we do this? No, it's wanting to force that bridge. Okay, so I think we'll do a little bit of terrain work here to kind of make this work. So if we grab our terrain tools here, and we go from pretty much here, and then we ramp up all the way up here, we'll be able to do this connection smoothly and kind of keep that, I think, kind of smooth, and it'll be nice. So let's make this connection here, and then we'll mess with the terrain a little bit to see how we can fix that. Because now it just looks kind of weird over there, and I definitely want to fix that. So we'll do a connection there. That's going to be fine. And then I want to go through with our terrain tools and just kind of smooth this stuff out. Just like that. And that'll be fantastic. All right, let's get rid of a lot of this. Can we up that size, up that strength, and then just smooth a lot of this stuff out? Because I don't want to mess with the terrain too much, but I want to smooth it out a little bit to at least get some smoother looking areas to at least work with, because I don't want too many hills where our businesses go. I guess where our industry is going to go, right? So something to keep in mind there. All right, next I want to go ahead and extend this little bit of 4-lane road here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this geothermal power plant. Instead of moving it, how much is this going to cost? Over 100 grand to move it. We're just going to use move it, because I'm not paying for that. We're going to use some of this free stuff to move this, okay? That'll be okay. For now, leave it there. Did anything break while I did that? I don't think so. Go. For now, we have no power, so we're going to keep that deactivated. And we're going to face this the direction it has to go. Which, if we just squeeze it in right there. A little more. Little more. There we go. Move it in a little bit. Just like that. And now we have our geothermal plant over here. Now it's not connected to any of our network, which means we need to get that connected or else it's not going to work. So, what is that? What are these icons under? Okay, I see what it is now. Ignore me. I'm just a little dense right now. Probably not. That's not a way to say that, huh? It's okay. Should we go cheap or like aesthetically pleasing? I think we'll go cheap. I'm gonna just snake across this road here, and then we'll just get a nice connection here, and that'll be fantastic. Now we gotta just delete all of that underground stuff here. Now, can we just bulldoze all of this like that? Thank you very much. Now that power's connected, our substation is still connected, which is really fantastic. So this stuff should work, right? We shouldn't have any problems with this. What's missing here? Electricity cable is not connected. Does that have to be connected? I thought it was just the big cable that had to be connected. Am I missing something here? I guess we'll just connect this forward like that. Keeping it underground. That'll be okay. I don't even know how I opened this object menu. Didn't even know that was a thing. Well, I knew it was a thing. I just don't know how I opened that. Let's go like that. And now is this going to be working? That's operating. Electricity's back up and running. And everything's moved over here, which is really, really good, which means we're moving in the right direction. Now, this road here, I really want it to wrap the building rather than just kind of extend this way. So here's where we'll make our little bit of a change when it comes to this road. Can we go back above ground? There we go. And, oh, we'll highlight everything just like that. Oh, wow. Terrain is really, really, really rough right here. Let's pull that back, okay? This is a very loud asset. I wanted to snap this side of the building, but it's like right here. There it goes. It snapped finally. And And that looks all right. That looks a lot better, and it's not all lumpy. It was looking there for a second, because that was really bad. I'm actually glad we got rid of that. Okay. And now we can pull this out a little bit, right? Just like this. Boom. And then we can just kind of soften this all up. Just like that. The cliff, I don't know. The hard edge might look nice, actually. I don't know. We'll smooth it out for now, but in the future we might kind of roughen that up a little bit, and I think it'll look actually pretty decent with the rougher cliff on it. Good chance. Yeah. All right. That about kind of finishes up this area, which is really good. Now you can see our industrial demand is coming back up because the lack of jobs and things like that. So we're just gonna finish zoning up this area a little bit. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. Probably just like that. And then we'll do all the way to the 4 like that again over here. I could put the landfill in here, but we're going to outgrow that space very, very quickly. That's going to be a problem for us down the road if we do that, so we're not going to do that. Can we move the landfill while it's full? I mean, technically I can do whatever I want, right? But let's see. Where could we put this landfill? Could we just shove it behind? Or do we put it over here by the farms? Just no, that would be bad. All right, let's try to make a little bit of a space. I think if we just square off a little bit of this space, I just sneezed really loudly. That's why I muted there. I think it will look right. So what if we What if we, right? What if we? That's fantastic. Okay, now we can move our little bit of a landfill over here. Let's go ahead and grab this, move it over here, just like this, and this will be our new area for our landfill, at least temporarily until we get some better trash disposal. Hold on, do we have better? We have points, right? What if we look at better? What if we look at a recycling center? Okay. Population is going down a little bit. Yeah, it's because we're not really building anything right now. It kind of makes sense. Yeah, what if we grab a recycling center, right? A small one, apparently. Produce metal. Don't know what that means. All right, I'm assuming it's produce. All right, let's do we go with the small recycling center? Or do we just go big? I feel like just going large just kind of makes sense, right? $800,000 though, is it worth it? I mean, long term, yes, because we won't have to upgrade this thing for a while, right? So I say why not? Let's just place that right there. That takes care of our trash issue. And then right here, I want to put in a parking lot next to this place. Which I said I was going to leave room for parking over here, and I never did, so it's probably something to do. For now, we'll just leave it. I think it's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That takes care of our trash issue. Now we can go over here and then just get rid of this building. Just like that. It's gone, right? And then we'll get rid of that random mailbox that's there for some reason. Can we grab that? There we go. And then we'll move a mailbox, right? We're moving it. We didn't destroy it. We're moving it, okay? We'll put that right there, and that covers that entire area with mail services. And now we're good to go. Over here doesn't have mail services because it's so far away. We'll put in a mailbox right here on the corner so we can have a mail truck come in over here once in a while. Just pick up that mail. That'll be fantastic for their services and things like that. Now, how's our communications going? I know before we have horrible communications. And I think these things have upgraded anyway, so what if we add our upgrades here? What does that do for us, right? If we look at our communications, does that actually fix that issue? Where am I looking here? There we go. It turns green a little bit, but I don't think it's enough. We're going to need the bigger antennas. We're going to need the server farms, things like that, in order to make that work all the way. But it's all right for now. Now, we have this infrastructure remaining over here. This transformer needs to move as well because it doesn't make sense to be over there. I think that's going to mess us up, I think. Nope, good on power because this thing takes care of the power on its own. Fantastic. Now we have this existing infrastructure and I want to utilize it, right? It's already here. Why not utilize it? It'll be really good to go. So we're going to just grid off of this. And I think... Now, do we follow their weird grid that they have going here, or do we build our own grid off of this? That looks really weird, right? That's like... I'm thinking about it, okay? I'm thinking, okay? I think we'll do our own thing, because that looks very complicated to follow. So... Or we could follow just to kind of keep that design over here. Maybe? What if we just don't follow it and then keep that weird grid over there? I think that'll work too. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. Why not? Now, I'm not going to be as obsessed with how this looks as with the other ones, but I still want it to look decent. So we'll probably put another school zone up here, and we'll split up the grid so these schools will support over here, and then the two new schools will support this area probably, and I think that's how we'll do that, just to kind of split it up. City services will probably support the whole area for now, but eventually we'll get separate city services for the two different kind of sections of the city. I think that's going to be okay. So... I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking. All right, I think we'll just go with some basic commercial on the front side here. Yeah, we'll do basic commercial here. Like that. I don't know if I want them to be massive. I think we'll just go like 4. We're not going to do all the way. We'll leave some gaps here. We can do some row homes in the middle. Because I like the row homes to be like kind of like on the edges of like the commercial. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, we'll do row homes there. And we can even do a couple of apartment buildings here, right? So we can do like a couple of... no, I think we'll just go low residential here, right? We'll just go with some of these row homes like this. Okay, if the game didn't hate me, that would have worked. But the game hates me, so that didn't work. So get rid of that. Let that build in the right way. And then we'll put this in like that. That'll be good to go. Boom. 1, 2, 3. And why not? 1, 2, 3. 5, I guess. Sure. And then we'll do some commercial here. And that'll be fine. We'll destroy the weird half ones because they look kind of weird. Full-sized only. There we go. And then as that builds out, that'll look kind of decent. And we'll give it the same vibe that we have over here, and I think that's going to be good. We can honestly do the same thing on this side as well. Just to give it that vibe. And I think I'm going to be okay with it. So, something like this. I'm thinking, because I just had a bit of an idea. What if we grab palm trees, right? Grab our line tool here. What if we do some palm trees in between these bushes and stuff? Does that look all right? How does that look? I like that. Even if they're not evenly spaced out, I like it. Yeah, that's really nice, actually. Probably not in the road. Keep that off the road. Just like that. Oh, I love that. I love the palm trees. I'm loving the palm trees this time around. I usually don't like them, if I'm being honest. I really don't. But I think they just look really nice this time around. I think here we'll do another custom shopping center, maybe? I think that's what we'll leave this space for. Probably not all of it, but some of it at least. I want to do a little bit of parking over here that will support a little bit of the houses over here, as well as the stores on this side. So we'll do some like rear side of the building parking, and I think that's going to look really nice. So we'll leave space for that for sure. Let's bring this all the way through here. Make sure this building's facing the right way. There we go. I think everything else is going to be good. Yep, everything is facing the correct way. All right, now back here, we'll do a little bit of parking and some terrain work, honestly. We're not going to do anything crazy. I think we'll use this first block here as parking because eventually this will support this side as well. I think that's going to be perfect. So, of course, I could just do multiple parking lots, but I just want to do the one. I don't want to do too many parking lots. Now, should we do just one massive parking lot? Like a gigantic parking lot? Like all the way across? Or is that extreme? I feel like that feels extreme, right? It doesn't feel all right. Okay, let's go. Let's get some alleyways. We'll go from here. We're up this alleyway. Pop it through there. Just like that. It's not gonna. It doesn't have to be even. I think it is even, but it doesn't have to be. I'm okay with a little lopsidedness. It adds a little bit of character. I think we'll just do this for parking. Just like that. Bam. We got one set. Add a second set here, maybe. No, but then these override, like they're on top of each other, right? So we have to turn off. I think it's the zone selling. Nope, it's also this one. Nope, it's not that one. It's this one. Really? Which one is it? Ah, that one right there. Okay. What if we go something like this? Is this going to line up right? Can't really see it. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll connect that up. And that'll be 2 sets of parking spaces right there. And that's going to be really nice. Okay, so that's what we're going to leave it with. And I think we're just going to get some basic pavement surfaces. And we're just going to pave this whole thing. We'll stop here so we can do some vegetation on the front side. That'll be fine. Just like that all the way through. It'll give us some nice trees. Now we have oh, let's fix that real quick. Can we fix this? How can we fix this? Hello, somebody? Is there a way to move this? Is there not? Okay. I'm gonna go crazy here. Let's just remove that surface, okay? Let's just remove it and we'll redo it. And I know it looks like this because it's not flat. You can see like it's kind of up on a hill. I'm okay with that hill shape, if I'm being honest. I'm completely okay with that. Alrighty, so Everything's a little bit different. Game kept crashing. I wasn't sure why. Lost a couple of different saves, and I restarted my PC and then it eventually fixed this. I'm not sure what was going on with that, but I decided to do a lot of this off camera because I kept having to redo this like multiple times and I was getting kind of frustrated. So I turned off the recording and I just started getting this done. Now you can kind of see what I was going for here, and I think it looks all right. I wanted this vegetation to be this thicker forest kind of vegetation to be more of a barrier between the commercial zone and the residential, and I think it turned out all right. I also, of course, did a couple more blocks here of regular low residential housing, and I think it kind of looks all right. I did some sort of more organized vegetation behind those houses, and I'm kind of a big fan of that. I think it feels a bit more organized, and I don't know, just looks really nice in my opinion. All right, the last thing I want to do is build a second campus for education. So if we look over here, you can see that these schools are almost completely full, and this is not going to go well long term. And of course, this population keeps growing in this area. It's going to be almost impossible to keep up with, well, all of that residential development. So we're going to make sure we keep up with it before it becomes an issue. Now, obviously, I want to do the district stuff, but until I get names for this, I don't think I'm going to district it out until I get the official names. So if you have a name for the city, let me know, and then maybe we can do a couple different names for the separate areas that we're building here. So if you have suggestions, let me know below. I think that'll be really good. So here's what I'm thinking for a school. I'm thinking we put it up here, only because there's a bunch of space right now before we do anything. And I think just having that space available to us before we actually build this is going to be very beneficial to us. So how do we do this? I guess that's kind of where I am right now, right? What if we go with something like this, okay? What if we go... I just deleted that road like 4 different times. Let's go like this. Nice square. And we'll put one of the schools here. And I think that'll be okay. So, do we go for the like a regular elementary school? Do we go for another small one? I'm thinking another small elementary school, if I'm being honest. Because I think it kind of fits the more lower vibe area. I think eventually we'll get bigger elementary school probably over here somewhere that will service this entire area. Make sure we have enough space for all of our students and things like that. So I think it'll be a good start. But for now, we'll start off with something like this. Now, our gymnasium, I think we just shove it. Either want it on this side or over here. Maybe out back? We go out back, right? I wish we could center this. What if we place that? And then can we move the gymnasium? Like if I open up and move it, and I move this gymnasium over? No, it's not letting me. That sucks. Toolbox. I don't know how any of this stuff works. I've never played with any of these settings before. I assume there's nothing in here that I can use for that. Can I just mark this and then use it? Okay. I think that's going to be okay. It's not perfectly centered, but it's something I can live with. So I'm just going to leave it alone for now. And I want to put some classroom extensions on either side like this. And that'll be our elementary school. And honestly, we could even do a couple more classrooms here. Go all the way through here and just make a giant block building. But I think that's okay for now. I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm going to be okay with that for now. We might see some changes as we go. I think that's going to be all right. I don't want to do anything too massive because we're already going to have some, you know, spacing issues and things like that to try to fill all the space up. I don't want to go too crazy with it, so... here's what we'll do. Now that we have this, right, we can start kind of boxing this property off a little bit, right, so we know kind of our borders. So it doesn't seem like an infinite space, because I don't want it to seem like an infinite space. And something like this. Now we got to figure out where we're going to put our high school. And what if we go... Would this be enough room for everything? I don't know that it would be. I think for now we'll just push it way over here. We can always readjust this if it's too massive, because it might be too big. But I want to make sure we have enough space to actually try to be a little bit... don't want to say space efficient, because we're definitely not being space efficient. But I want there to be enough room for all the different assets that we have for the high school. I think leaving enough room is going to be the best way to do that. Is this going to be... Definitely not straight. Right? No, it's definitely not straight. Why is this not straight? I'm confused on to why I'm struggling with this. These two are straight, but this one isn't for some reason. Now can we go straight across and that'll be fine? That's better. I'll roll with that. That'll be okay. We'll probably get rid of this whole area. I'm not sure what we would use it for, like ourselves. So I think we'll get rid of it. Not yet, but we'll get rid of it for sure. Now our high school, we're gonna do kind of the same thing that we have over here. We're gonna place our classroom in here, and I think that's gonna be the way we do that. But we're gonna just kind of reorient things a little bit differently, and I think it's gonna be good. So what if we grab our high school? I think we go with a small one. I'm gonna keep the game running because we're about to run completely out of money. Which is not good at all, because I kind of need money to do all of this, so maybe something like that. I think that would be fine. Maybe, hopefully, I have no idea. But this will at least start providing some available education. How's our funding? Still making $5,000 an hour. It's because we upped our population a good amount today, which I think is really good. I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know if it crashed or not, but I put some, what is this? The low rent, oh. Our city's on fire. Our fire station not enough for this? How are we supposed to stop this? I can't afford like helicopters right now, so do we just let it all burn? Like, is that how this works? Where's that truck going? We need to come back over here. Yeah, big time come back over here. Oh no. What do we do? Is there a helicopter depot that we could fire? $1.2 million. Yeah, we can't afford that, unfortunately. If this starts to burn too much outside of this block, I'm gonna go ahead and disable natural disasters because we can't have this spreading all over our city. It's gonna burn everything down. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, it's starting to spread. Okay, let's disable that. Everything is literally on fire. Didn't expect for this to be happening. So I'm just gonna let this burn through and just see how bad it gets, and hopefully our small fire team can figure this out. But as of right now, everybody's gonna start moving out because there's no housing that's gonna be available that's not on fire, and that's not good. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Okay, it looks like we're seeing the tail end of the fire here. It burnt for... I've been running the game for, I don't know, a little bit now. Our economy's tanking. We're losing a bunch of money. Everybody moved away, and this is not something I expected to happen at all. This is rough. Yep, this might be the end of it. No, I'm kidding. We'll recover. Okay, looks like everybody that's supposed to go... Oh, sorry, not supposed to go, but like, look, everything that burnt down is gone. Which is good. Means I can start rebuilding the homes that don't have any dead people in it. I know it sounds kind of weird to say, but... Oh, I can just get rid of those too? Oh, they're gonna build all weird now. I think I'm just gonna live with them building weird, if I'm being honest. No, I'm not. I'll go through eventually and move them around and stuff, but that's really painful to see. I got rid of a lot of vegetation that was here, and to help get rid of a lot of that. It helped prevent the fire from spreading. Like, there was some trees in here, and I deleted them to get rid of them, but yeah. I'll say this was not a fun experience, but it's definitely something to look back on as the history of this place evolves. And remember the crazy, crazy fires of January 2025 of the city, you know? Just dismantling everything. Everything that's burnt is getting rebuilt, alright? Expensive, expensive, expensive to pull off. I don't think we have to pay for anything, but you know what I mean. For them. Insurance companies are probably hating life right now. Yeah, everything that was built the right way is all building the wrong way now. Look at that. Immediately built the wrong way. Yep, everything. This is just bad. Okay, that's all completely done. And we got a few more here. Even these nice office buildings that were here are gone. That sucks. Now, can you rebuild the other way, please? Today's just not my day. I'm telling you. Let's get rid of this. Okay, and then we will rebuild this office building. Hopefully the correct way. Nope, of course not. Okay, these are 3 units each, so we will go 3 units there. Yep, 3 units each. 3 units here. Get rid of this. Get rid of that building. 3 units here, and 3 units there. Now it's all facing the right way because I forced it to develop a certain way, and that's going to be good to go for me. What's a park here? The park won't just rebuild, really? I have to get rid of the park and replace it down? That's dumb. That's dumb, is all I'm saying, alright? Dumb. Can we get this to snap? Can you please snap? Like, in certain places, please? City Skylines, you gotta fix your stuff, alright? You just gotta fix your stuff, alright? Gotta snap where I want it to snap. Not where the game wants it to snap. Come on. This is gonna be annoying to rebuild, because I have to go through and find all those buildings, unless there's an easier way of doing that. Yep, bye-bye. All of that, bye-bye. Rebuild that one. Our population's coming back up, finally. Very, very good. We're making money again, which is really good, because yeah, we're slacking on everything now. I'm not looking forward to fixing this shopping center, if I'm being honest. But it was like the staple of this community so far, right? It's like the unique thing. That was like in this place. So I think the way we'll do this is we'll get rid of this, right? And then we'll grab a copy of this, because it's the same building. Can we get this to snap the right place, please? Like, why is this not? I don't want that. Ugh. Of course nothing is placing exactly where I want to place it, even though I didn't use Move It to place these buildings. But because this game hates me, I'm having to replace everything manually, right? So that's not fun. Okay, that one's fine. Then for these, it'll be pretty simple, because all we have to do is say... Kind of hard, actually. We'll remove that one. And then we'll make a copy of this. And bam. Now we can go through here and get rid of all of those. Make a copy of this. Yes, they were inside of each other like that. That's how I'm going to keep it, because it keeps that nice design. That one's not the same color anymore. Okay, this one has to go. Can we please get this exact building? Nothing different. Just like that. There we have it. Okay, that's coming back. Now we have this little gas station to do, which we don't have another one, so... What if I just place it on top? And then bulldoze the rubble. There we go. Alright, it looks like nothing happened except we're now completely broke. Which means I don't have to do anything, so... Here's what we'll do. I'm going to say goodbye here. Run the game in the background and let us develop some money, so next episode we can come in and finish a lot of this stuff. Because we ran out of money completely. I thought the $1 million was going to be enough, but clearly I overestimated how much money, how far that would go, so... I'm going to say goodbye. Before anything else happens. So thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Please subscribe. And yeah, bye-bye.